Hey everyone, welcome to another moving vlog. I feel like I've been doing so many of these recently. I'm starting this on Monday, June 17th. I'm moving in less than a week, and I'm starting in here because this is the room where I have a lot of things just in boxes that I have not unpacked from the last time. And so today I'm going to go over to my storage unit and bring some of these things over there. I have so much yarn, as I've talked about before, but then I've also got just all of these things here. This screen I want to be really careful with because it's delicate. I have a lot of stuff to try and move with my car before we bring in the moving truck this coming weekend. And actually my parents were here on the weekend just now, so I have a lot of dishes that I need to do over there as well. But yeah, I used to have a plant stand here, and that is no longer here. There was also one at Cosmos's beds down there, and he is with my parents now. So I need to wash this blanket that's been on this couch because that's been for Cosmos to be able to walk on without getting the white couch dirty, so I'm sure it's covered in little muddy paw prints and things. And then also, like I've talked about before, this absolute mess of spit on the window from where Cosmos has been yelling out the window. But yeah, all of my plants are gone. And so now it's really just a matter of packing up and moving things to the storage unit and then waiting for the truck. And I also have to weed the front yard, and so that's also something I'm going to have to do because that was part of the requirement in my contract. The other thing I'm going to try to do today is move all of these boxes of books. I have so many, so it's probably going to take multiple trips to move them, but I would like to. And then I've also got some books there that I need to pack and organize and figure that stuff out. So here is this part of the yard now. I've started weeding. I've done all of this part, and so I have these stacks here. I have this like harvesting basket thing, but it's full, so I made another pile, and I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to do more because today is garbage day here, so I want to have space to actually put all of the weeds in because my trash can is full right now. So I have about half of this area left. There's a bird up there hanging out eating cherries. So it's been throwing cherries at me while I've been weeding, but there it is. Here's the stuff I've moved since yesterday. So I just came and brought all of my books over there. Well, not all of them, there's more, but a lot of them. And then this screen thing, and then these two heaters, and then the rest I brought over yesterday. It's Thursday now, and I just wanted to show a few things that I think that I can start to move. So this chair, I don't need anymore. I've got some bedding that I'm trying to pack up over there. Just all this stuff. I got all of the boxes out of here. And then in here, I'm rearranging the drawers for this dresser over here in the corner. And I can take it because it's light enough that if I take all the drawers out, I should be able to hopefully move it myself. Then these little white shelf drawer sets I could probably take as well, and also probably a bin of yarn. I'm probably going to take a bin home with me for the summer, and then this wooden box as well I don't particularly need. And then I'm just kind of trying to figure out what is going home with me versus going into storage. I think this bike will go home with me. I've also just got knitting kind of laying all over this room still, so I need to organize that, figure out packing that. I've gotten the things off of this shelf for the most part. I want to put those into a box so they're not all loose, so that's why those are still out. And then the other thing is, I think on one of the other clips for this video, I don't remember exactly which one, but I think I said that I'm moving this coming weekend, and that I have less than a week to move. I talked with my family and we decided to actually move the weekend after this coming weekend, which gives me like 1 day to clean the house and get out, but more time to pack. So I think that was a good call that we made. I have this box over here with books in it for going home with me. This couch is kind of gonna end up being my place where I just stack things. And then, yeah, I need to go through the stuff in this suitcase, pack the stuff here. I've got a random blanket over there and things like that. Just stuff laying around. I need to remember to take all my hooks off the wall, which I put up. But yeah, my goal for today is to get at least a couple of these drawers, either this larger one or both of the little white ones, and take them to storage. And then I also do need to go pick up a couple more moving boxes. I need a larger one than what I have for bedding things. And then I also need to get a plastic tub for putting all my cleaning supplies in, because I currently have my dishwasher's on, so it's being a little bit loud. But I have all my cleaning things in here, and they're all just kind of loose, and so I want to be able to put them in a tub that I can just carry them all when I'm done cleaning everything. So that's what I have here. This little area, there's nothing in any of these drawers or that cupboard. There is a bit of stuff up here, so I need to start packing up that stuff as well, and then just this little miscellaneous things here. And then the laundry room is pretty clean compared to how it was when I moved in, which isn't super clean. When I moved in, there's this stuff all over the washing machine. But all of that was kind of here when I got here. I'm probably going to clean it a little bit. But I just have my tools, my potting mix, vacuum, mop things, laundry detergent. So this room will be really fast to pack up. It's very small. It's mostly just tools, cleaning stuff. I've got some bedding in the dryer that I was finishing up. And it's loud over here because I'm running the dishwasher. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I have to clean. I've got some leaves from some plants that were here. But, yeah, that's pretty much what I need to do in this area. Okay, so I now have that shoebox and those bins up there. I've got the yarn. I've got one of the white little rolling drawers thing. I have this one, and then I have this chair that I had outside, as well as some pots. So that is what I've gotten done so far. So I finished rearranging all of the things from this set of drawers, and I brought it over. So far it's been the largest piece of luggage that furniture that I've moved by myself, not luggage. But yeah, I moved this set of drawers. It's rearranged now. And then I also moved this on top and put this behind so that I can kind of have more space. I'm trying to leave these things mostly accessible because I want them to be able to be actually on the bookshelves once those are in here to save space. And then I'm leaving this whole section as open as possible for big furniture like couches, beds, table, things like that. So that's what I've done so far. I haven't really done a ton of actual moving things in today other than just this dresser because I spent a lot of time rearranging it, and I'm going to go home and try and get a bunch of weeding done, so that's kind of my goal for today rather than full on moving everything today. So I just finished doing about 40 minutes worth of weeding. It's kind of a challenge because I have to time it because in the middle of the day it's really hot. And it's still hot right now, but it's also getting dark. And so I decided to finish that for the day. I got a good section done. I know it doesn't seem like I got a ton done, but I have a pile that's like up to my hips of weeds now, and I'm hoping that they'll fit in my trash can. I also, there's a couple of types of weeds. The lighter green ones are super easy to pull out, but the darker green ones that are kind of like sprawling across the ground take so much digging to pry them out. They have really deep roots, so those take a lot longer. Luckily, there's like a large patch of them, and then once I'm done, there's not very many in the rest of the yard. And then the other thing is I found a couple little tree saplings that I had to pull up, and I felt bad for pulling them up, so I'm going to try and plant them and see if they'll survive in a pot. It also kind of sucks because there's a bunch of plants that I had to pull out that would actually be a really nice ground cover, but my landlords are like, no weeds, no plants outside at all, so I have to take out everything. Even though some of them, it's like, if this was my yard, I would leave them. Like, they look nice, they help the soil not erode, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to try and replant those things and then probably take a bath because I am covered in dust and sap from weeds. Okay, so here they are. This one's trying to fall over a little bit now that it's had some water, but I'm going to let the water soak into the soil a bit and then try to stick it upright more. This one I think might be an oak tree, and then these, I'm not exactly sure what they are. Possibly maple. One has a seed that looks kind of like maple. It's kind of hard to see. but it's the lighter green thing behind the leaves. And so I have 4 that I think are the same, and I just put them in the same pot because that's what I have right now, but I'm hoping that they survive. I'm not sure, I'll have to see how it goes. But I didn't want to just throw them in the trash. I just finished sorting through a bunch of my yarn that I had in this shelf so that I can move this shelf. I have the dresser out of this area now as well. So this basket of yarn is all stuff that's going home with me for the summer. I probably won't get through using all of it, but I'm going to bring it anyway. And then I'm going to try and take this to the storage unit today. I did a bunch of weeding last night, and I'm going to do more tonight once it gets cooler. It's Saturday now, which means it's exactly a week until we have the truck and move with that, with all of the big furniture. So I still do need to pack these things up. I haven't done that yet. Then I've just got some random stuff there. Some stuff I'm going through on the ground over there. And then, yeah, just papers avalanched, and I need to get those. And then I still do need to move this little white shelf, so I'm going to try and do that today as well. It's already almost 3 in the afternoon, which honestly is good because it means hopefully it's going to start getting a bit cooler in the evening and I'll be able to do more weeding. But for now, I'm going to get started on moving this shelf and that thing of drawers. So that's my next goal. Alright, so I moved the little white shelf right there, and then I've got this shelf here. And then I did a bunch of rearranging of boxes and stuff, so here it is so far. This corner, I'm probably not going to stack any higher just for safety. And then this pile of boxes and the boxes on these chairs are going to ultimately be on the bookshelves. So, or actually, I could fit some right here right now. They're supposed to go on the other bookshelves, but this works too. There it is so far. It's got a lot more consolidated, and there's more space over here now for me to fill things in later, and then I still have this whole section, so 1 week away from doing the major move, so hopefully I can keep getting work done throughout the week and load everything in here on Saturday efficiently, and hopefully not have something go wrong where we have to call the fire department this time when I move. So I came out to do weeding, and it turns out someone else is already out here doing some weeding for me, so there's just a deer in my yard right now. It's literally like 7 feet away. So after 2 days of weeding out in this part of the yard, this is the pile that I have. It's quite large. I need to wait for my trash can to be emptied before I can put it back in there. But I've gotten most of this area I went ahead and got some of these bright green ones first before coming back to do this, because these take a lot of digging. But it's getting dark now, so mosquitoes are coming out, so I think I'm gonna go in. I did have to start later today than I did yesterday because it was like 94 degrees today, so it was really hot until like 8:30, so it's 9:02 right now. But I do still have all of this area to get by a week from today, so I'm pretty sure I can do it. This part isn't too bad, and all of these are the ones that just pull out super easy. It's actually Tuesday now. It's pretty early in the morning, actually. It's like 9 a.m. And I'm up because I want to do weeding in the morning before it's cold. Or while it's still cold, before it's hot. Words. So I'm going to try and do that. I didn't film on Monday or Sunday because on Sunday I decided to just kind of have a break day. Just kind of unwind, work on some other things that aren't exactly packing and moving, and just have a break because I know I need to work on it a lot this week. And then yesterday I did some things, but they're not exactly like film worthy things. They were kind of just like, I went and worked on canceling my utilities and stuff like that. So things that need to be done but aren't like visual progress type things. So I'm back today with more of that. Weeding first in the morning while it's cold. Not cold, but not 100 degrees either. And then hopefully later I can take a few more things to the storage place. And then probably just work on packing boxes. I need to go through my clothes still, and just a lot of other things. The other thing I did, I don't remember if I mentioned, but I took some stuff to the thrift store to donate a few days ago, so that's taken care of now, which is also good. And then in the background, I've still been working on uploading other videos. I have so many backlogged, I guess, is the word. I went a little bit hyper a few weeks ago and started recording way too many things at once. And so I've got videos scheduled through August, and it is June 25th. And those are things that are uploaded already and are just scheduled waiting. This whole area of weeding is done now, and I've just got all of this left, but most of the yard is actually weeded now. It's actually cloudy and windy and kind of cool right now, which is very nice because it's not super hot like it's been every other day that I've tried to do weeding. But this is the pile that I have so far. This is from a few days worth of work, but my trash can is empty now, so I can actually move all of these into it and then finish up the rest of that, and then the front yard, and then a bit more in the side yard. But this whole area along the side of the house is done now, so progress. And hopefully I can finish it tonight before it gets dark, because that would be great since it's actually cool today. The sun is behind the tree in the cloud, so it's about 7:50-ish right now in the evening, and I've got like an hour until sunset, so we'll see how much I can get done. So I got a lot of stuff done here. I still have this whole section, but this whole part is done now, and the pile over there is gone. The problem is that I have completely filled my trash can already, so I'm hoping that as they get dried out more, like these things that I've left here are just dry dead ones that were here already before I started pulling out the live ones, and I'm hoping that they'll kind of collapse down a bit as they dry. Like you can kind of see here, this is very fluffy with all the live things in here, and then some are more dried out, but these guys are the same thing as this, and they get very flat when they get dried out. So hopefully I'll be able to squish more into the trash can later. I do have more time with sunlight, so I'm going to try and get more of the weeding in all of this area done. And then I have already scheduled for my trash cans to be picked up next Tuesday, because I'm going to be gone from this house then. So if these don't fit, I'll just put them in a bag and leave them with the trash can when it comes to get picked up. So you may have noticed that partway through that time lapse, a yard waste bin mysteriously appeared. And that's because I was out there weeding, and then my neighbor came over and really kindly offered to let me use her spare yard waste bin. And interestingly enough, she and I both had a few issues with my landlord, so she said, congratulations on leaving this house, because I told her I was moving. But yeah, that was really nice of her, and so because of that, I think I will go try and get more of the dry ones off the ground tomorrow. I have only a little bit left to do in general. I got almost all of it done. It just started getting really dark, and mosquitoes were coming out, and I was weeding for over an hour, so I decided to come in. I still have a bunch of packing to do, especially kitchen things, so I'm going to try and do that. But yeah, oh my gosh, that's so helpful, and I appreciate her so much for letting me borrow her trash can, because now I can actually fit weeds and also fit trash, because she was saying, yeah, you don't want to be moving with a completely full trash can, because she saw all the weeds coming out of it. So that's what I'm going to get working on right now. I'm covered in dust from weeding it all, but it was windy, so some of the dust was getting on me. But yeah, I'm probably going to take a quick shower and then get working on packing more things. It's Thursday now, so it's the evening. I have 2 days left before I move, or technically 1 full day. I brought this just now, as well as some rakes over here, potting stuff. And then earlier I brought this clothes rack. I just brought this trash can and some more boxes and stuff here. I wasn't really talking in my last couple clips because there were other people here, but now it's late at night, so it's just me. Not late at night, it's like 8:12, but this place closes at 9, so late for people to be here. So this is what I have now. It's exactly 4 a.m. on Friday now, and my parents are going to be getting to my house at around 10 p.m. tonight to stay overnight and then help me move tomorrow. And so that means that it's getting really last minute. And I decided that I'm going to stay up all night and risk it with coffee. If you've heard me talk about how coffee never is predictable for me, you'll understand why I say I'm risking it by having coffee. Because, like I think I've mentioned, the air conditioning in this house isn't very good. It's been really hot lately. And so I've decided that while it's still very early morning and night, I'm going to be trying to finish up packing and moving, especially moving because my car gets really hot. And moving whatever I can in my car. But first of all, I'm gonna go get coffee, and then come back and try and work on that stuff. I have made a lot of progress. I'd say my bathroom is like 99% packed. My office is like 95% packed. My living room is pretty much packed. There's just stuff all over because I have like my spare moving boxes and stuff there. My bedroom, I still have to go through a lot of clothes. I actually have a load of laundry running right now in the other room, so I'm gonna have to go through all that when that's done and then finish. I have a mess of laundry on the floor from the rolling clothes rack that I put in the storage unit earlier. And then I have the kitchen, and I don't know for anyone else who's moved, but the kitchen is always the hardest room for me because it's the one room where I'm like, but I might need this at the last minute. Am I sure I'm done with it? And at this point, I think I know what I'm going to use and not use, but I just have to do it. And it also it takes so long because you have to wrap up all the dishes so they're not going to break and everything like that. So, I still have to deal with all of that. But that's what I'm going to be doing. And possibly finishing weeding, or else I might do that after, because I don't need to have that done before we have the moving truck necessarily. I just need to get it done by Sunday. So that's what I'm going to do now. But first, I'm going to get coffee. So I just got back with coffee. It's about 5 a.m. now. It's just before dawn and the moon is up. It's kind of hard to see. It's not very focused, but there it is. And I'm out here because as I was getting out of the car, I heard a lot of owls calling back and forth, and I was hoping that they'd keep doing it, but they're not doing it right now. So the moon was pretty to look at while I was driving, though. Now that I've showed the very pretty moon outside, it's time to show the absolute mess that is inside. So this is a lot of chaos right now. I'm putting bedding in this box, and I have some right there that I need to fold and put in there. And then I've just got a lot of stuff on this couch. Some of it is, actually all of it is stuff that I'm taking back to my hometown with me. This bag is a gift for my friend who just graduated university. Then you've already seen this knitting and some of the other things here. I packed this little duffel bag because my lease ends on the 30th, and then right after that I have like one day in my hometown, and then I'm going to a camping trip with my mom and my sister. And so I packed that, and then all of this stuff I'm also taking home with me. I'm going to try and move this lamp today, my TV. This is the one of the plants that I tried to save when I was weeding. I'm not sure if they're going to survive, but I'm going to try and water them again before we leave. My DVD player's here. This is all empty because I just never unpacked because I knew that I was only going to be living here for a little bit. Also, this broke when I moved last time. It's like, I don't even know why it's there. I'll turn on the light so it's more easily seen, but it's like a little fake, well, it's not fake, but it's like a little extension piece on the front. I don't know why they didn't just make this piece 2 inches longer, but it's like a separate piece and you're not supposed to put weight on it, and in the moving truck something fell up against it, so it got messed up. But that's okay because that was just a cheap thing. I used to have like DVDs and stuff in it, but they are still in their box that I already took to the storage unit because I just never unpacked, and it had been sitting right there. Possibly I might also try to move this little table. And then these blankets, one of them I'm going to fold and put with the bedding, and the other one I'm probably going to use to wrap one of my big monitor screens because I don't want it to get damaged in the car. And then I've got all this dish packing material, which is something that I really need to do. And then just more stuff getting packed. I also need to take that hook off the wall that has my keys and my bag on it because I just have to get everything back to how it was. And then still, I pointed this out a while ago, but all the spit on the window I have to deal with too from Cosmos. So, yeah, it's kind of chaotic. These things I need to pack up. They're just kind of random. This can go in my desk drawer. The glass things I want to actually package. And then I have some dishes. I need to make sure I do all of the dishes and pack up all the food and stuff. I've got things here that I need to just get packed. And then over here, all my dishes I need to just pack. The kitchen really doesn't have a lot of storage space, so it's not like I have a ton of things to pack. I've got some stuff right here, but this should actually be fast because a lot of this is plastic, so I don't have to fully wrap it all. Even this, it looks like it's glass. It's plastic. Yeah. That should be... Oh, and then, over here, I've got this little shelf that I put napkins and hand towels on. I'm going to use a lot of those for actually packing material for dishes as well. And then I've got all these tea, cocoa, other drinks, but I have a box for teas. I need to be careful with this box because I realized there's a sticker on it with my address. One of my addresses, not where I currently live, but it did have an address. You never saw it. But yeah, I need to pack that. This shelf is something that I can probably take today for myself. It's pretty light, so that's that. Also, it's loud over here because, like I said, I'm doing laundry. It's in the dryer. It should be done, hopefully pretty soon. And then I need to pack it and take it with me. It's probably making the video very loud, but Yeah, then there's just this bin, again, I mentioned earlier. It's for all the stuff in here, all the cleaning stuff. So some of it I still need, some of it I can start to put in this bin, but that's basically where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna go get started on that. I realized I should probably show the other rooms as well. This is what I was talking about when I said I have clothes all over the floor from the rack that used to be over here. And then I've got laundry there. And I have some cleaning cloths, dust cloths, towel, placemat stuff there. I want to try and get this lamp and this table by myself today. Bed, obviously I can't get by myself. Mirror, I could get by myself later. But bed pieces that I never set up because I'm actually trying to get rid of this bed frame are there. Little thing here with like socks and stuff is here. And then I need to go through the drawers because one thing I noticed is I don't have very many shorts that fit me that are like jeans right now. But I have a lot of stuff that's like really warm, long sleeve type stuff, and I'm not gonna need that beyond a couple for if I'm going on a trip that's gonna be in colder weather. So other than those, I don't really need everything here. Like, I don't need the really warm slippers for this summer, but some of the rest of this I do need, so I need to go through all that. And then I have suitcase that I'm going to try and fit as much as I can, and then I have a couple other suitcases. And like I packed for that one camping trip, I also have a trip to Canada about a week after that camping trip, so I'm going to need to pack for that as well, because even though I'm leaving a little bit later, my parents are leaving like the day after the camping trip. And because I'm going to be traveling alone and I'm not going to be able to rent a car for myself, and they are, and I'm going to have to be picked up after going through like 3 or 4 different modes of transportation, they're going to take my luggage for me because I don't want to have to worry about if I need to leave it unaccompanied or like having to keep track of it all by myself the whole time. But yeah, this room, I feel like it's a total mess. There's packing tape and a Sharpie on the floor too. It's a total mess right now, but I also feel like it won't go too slow because I have a good idea of what I want to bring and what I don't. I just have to actually sort it and fold it and put it away. This is how the bathroom is right now. It's kind of a mess, a little bit more than some other things. Oh yeah, so the sink was really bad about draining. Like, it would not drain. It would get full to like here and then not drain for like 3 days. And so I ended up buying drain clog clearing thing because I had tried using one of the, I don't know what they're called, but the little plastic things where you stick them in and you try to like drag the hair out of drains, which I think is meant more for showers, but I try to use that and it would get better for like a tiny bit, like an hour, and then it would go back to kind of not draining again. So I used that yesterday and it actually worked, and you can actually see where it's so much cleaner because it also dissolves all of the residue that's been left when it's flooded. So I need to clean this. Also, somehow it's got like a lot of Cosmos's fur, and I don't know why, because this sink is like a couple feet taller than he is. But yeah, then I just have some like shampoo, a little bath relaxing, what is this actually called? Foaming bath stuff. And so I need to pack that up. And then just these, I had a laundry bag here, but I'm pretty much done with this, so I'll try to take it too, and possibly this one as well. Then I've got a vacuum down there, paper towels, scale, lots of Cosmos fur on the ground in this room too. So I'm gonna need to do a lot of vacuuming in there and possibly mopping. This room, still a bit of a mess. I've kind of thrown extra boxes on the floor. I have more suitcases, bags, stuff like that. Still need to go through this. Bag of recycling, toaster, box, this stuff to pack pretty quickly. Most of this I feel like will go pretty fast. I have a video being uploaded on my other computer, so I'm not ready to pack it, but this computer I can actually start to pack now. Stuff in the window. I need to take my calendar with Epic Dragons off the wall because that's another hook I need to remember to take down. But this is also, it looks like it's a pretty big mess, but most of it is pretty quick, just put in a drawer and so, or a box. The weights are gonna be annoying to move just because they're heavy. To have to, like, you have to take them all off the rack, move them, and then, yeah. And then I have a giant box looming up there. It's the last of the boxes that were up in this area, just because it's really heavy because it's full of other boxes and packing material, and I wanted to clear this stuff out before I try to throw it down just so it doesn't damage anything. But yeah, that's the other couple rooms, and then back to all of this. Here's the first trip in the storage unit, or trip to the storage unit of the day. I brought all except one of my chairs, or no, two of them are still there, but they're kind of just in the middle right now because I think we're going to take them out to rearrange things anyway. And then I brought the lamp and it's up there now. But yes, I am going to try and go back here at least probably 3 or 4 times. Because there's a lot to do. But that's what I've done so far in terms of coming here. Here it is now. I've got my lamp, my TV, bag of kitchen things there, DVD player, remotes and stuff there, extra laundry thing up there, and then also this laundry thing and this green thing, and also this little table. And so everything that's kind of in this section right here, all the furniture, is going to ultimately be moved out and put back in on top of larger things. And then those boxes will probably go on some bookshelves. So all of this is not where it will ultimately be, but this stuff is. It's much more consolidated and everything, so this is it. Tomorrow we're actually bringing the truck here. The next time I come here, we'll have pretty much everything that's left to bring, so I still have a lot to do before my parents get here in a couple hours, so I'm gonna get started on that. So my parents are gonna be here in probably a little less than an hour, or maybe a little bit more than an hour, I'm not exactly sure. But this is what I have now. I got the stuff I said I wanted to get from over there. This stuff is still here. I'm still packing this. I've got this. I'm going to put pans and little food storage things. I moved all of this over here. This is all the stuff going home with us. Now I've got yarn all the way up there. And then these suitcases as well. And then I've got this room pretty much done. That's still up there. But I've got a lot of this done. Just a little bit here. This monitor that I need to pack. It just finished uploading a new video that I had, so now that that's done, I can actually unplug it and stuff without losing any uploading. Then there's those things on the windowsill. And then that's pretty much that. I've got a bag of stuff here too. This is trash, but I might still need it, so that's why it's still there. There's also a trash bag here. And then my bedroom is so much emptier than it was before. I went through all my clothes. They're not here anymore. The Sharpie and the tape are still there. And then I have a couple of sheets that I need to just fold and put in a box. And then a couple of other things I'm going to put in this backpack. Chargers right there, which I still need tonight. And then I'm just not going to bother putting another sheet on this tonight because I already did the laundry for it. I'm just going to burrito myself in a blanket for the night and use it that way because I don't want to have to worry about laundry tomorrow for the sheets that are going into storage. You can see Cosmos apparently walked on this mattress when his feet were dirty. There's a little bit of dirt here. I should probably wash that at some point, and I do actually have a good fabric cleaner, so sometime. Mirror is still here. I did not get that. Same with this, but I can't believe how close it is already. I'm doing some last minute dishes over here as well. I've cleared off a lot of the counter that used to have food that I've packed. Over here too, I'm getting ready to do this last minute dishes, and then the stuff on the table is stuff I'm in the middle of packing. I did not end up taking that white shelf today because I took a lot of other things and I didn't want to smash things in too much or risk them getting damaged. And then I've got a trash bag on the ground there too that I just got out. So, yeah, it's going. I think I just really need to finish all the kitchen stuff, all the dishes, and then packing the dishes. So that's my biggest priority right now. It's moving day. My parents are going to go get the truck right now, and I'm just finishing up a couple last minute things. I've got pretty much everything packed, and we're just gonna have to get it all in the truck and get it all in the storage unit and stuff. Still packing a couple last minute things over there. I'm waiting for the dishwasher to finish so that I can pack everything. But yeah, we're pretty much almost done. And then just when they get back with the truck, we're gonna start actually packing everything. So we have a giant pile over there. My parents' stuff is over there too. So yeah, this is what we're working with now. So it's pretty much empty now. All the major furniture is gone. This room is pretty empty. I need to clean still. And then this stuff is going to my parents' house for the summer. Same with all of that over there. Some of that's my parents'. We're leaving the fridge until the last minute so that the stuff in it can stay cool, but we have a cooler to put it in. And so we are gonna clean and then move that. And then everything in here is pretty much empty. I'm doing a last thing in the dryer because it didn't actually get dry, but this is pretty much, my mom is here, say hi.
Hi!
Yeah, we've pretty much gotten all the furniture now. It took us a little over an hour to get all of the stuff in here that we moved today. All the stuff that I moved earlier is still over in that corner for the most part, except for the chairs, which are now where they are going to be. But we're done now.
Yay!
So that's exciting. And now we can leave. My dad is now driving the rental truck back to where we got it from. You can say hi.
Hi.
So that's what we're doing now, and then we're pretty much almost done with this moving vlog. Alright, so here we are. It's about 11 at night on the 29th. My lease ends on the 30th, so we did it! Everything is clean, everything is gone. I put my keys there, and now my set of keys is so much smaller than it used to be. But yeah, everything's gone, my shoes are there, and then I've got a water bottle and my wallet and stuff there. But yeah. This bedroom is all empty. There's a lot of vacuum lines on the floor now because we did a lot of cleaning. And then bathroom as well is very echoey in here now, but it's very clean. It's very white. Now that the thing dissolved and it actually drains. I think I talked about that before. And then here, again, a lot of vacuum lines, but it's all empty. All the bookshelves are gone, all the desks are gone, everything's gone. But, this has been a crazy couple months with so much moving, but I hope you liked having another moving vlog. This one has been pretty long. But that's how moving is, long and a lot of work. So this is the end of this moving vlog. It's been fun. Again, there's this cool rose over here. It's kind of hard to see because this light is not very bright. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!